The stormtroopers are shutting down the Great Movie Ride.
Affirmative. Calm down.
You're taking everything that we love away from us.
That is affirmative.
That is affirmative.
I couldn't get up this morning. Actually, I could get up. I just couldn't get going. We're back at Hollywood Studios. Construction is moving further and further out. And when you see a line like this in the morning, it's not a good sign here. I came back to Hollywood Studios this morning, mostly to shoot pictures. I'm supposed to be back here again tomorrow for the last day of the Great Movie Ride. I thought I might be able to get on today, snap some shots instead of shooting some video, take some pictures around the park. But I have a feeling it's going to be a very busy weekend. Check it out. Even in the parking lot, they're digging it up. Looks like an archaeology site. Lots of Star Wars cranes in the distance. I feel like this is a gigantic mistake. Streetmosphere.
I think it's rigged. I do. I think it's rigged. You know what? I tell so many jokes. It's the thing.
We've made it inside. I think the priority today is just going to be taking pictures, so let's take some pictures. We're heading up Hollywood Boulevard. A lot of folks seem to be confused about the Chinese theater that's at the end of this road. The theater itself and the facade is not going away. It'll be repurposed for the new Mickey Mouse ride. Folks seem to think that it's leaving. When the theater was initially introduced as the focal point for the studios, they tried to get the naming rights from the Grauman Chinese Theater. They couldn't get the naming rights, so it's just been called the Chinese Theater. These are the times for the Star Wars. Star Wars all day, every day. The line for the Great Movie Ride is well into the overflow here. Wow. And the wait time is 75 minutes. Approximately 30 minutes after opening. Gotta wait an hour and 15 minutes. Not for me. And they do have queuing rope outside here, even for fast passes. It's going to be an incredibly busy last couple of days. We'll be back here tomorrow because we have a fast pass for the very last times going around the track. Maybe not the very last time, but the last window for fast passes for the day. So we'll hop on it at that time. So if you missed the news yesterday, One Man's Dream is going to be renamed to Walt Disney Presents. And in September, models of Toy Story Land, Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, and the new Mickey Mouse ride will be placed inside, alongside the other relics that they have, celebrating the park and Walt Disney's heritage. This is completely closed off, so we can't see what's going on at Toy Story Land, but they did finish all of the pieces for the track for the Slinky Dog coaster. The wait for Toy Story is supposedly 30 minutes, but the line goes all the way out here in the extended queue. What? Cruz Ramirez is still over here doing character meets. I feel like they're working that car to death. And back there, Star Wars Land. You can see the back of an AT-AT back there. That ride building is coming along super fast. May as well head into Launch Bay. Inside the Star Wars gallery. Nothing new. Chewbacca is posted at 15 minutes, and Kylo Ren is at 15 minutes. Seems like a much longer line than 15 though. No more Jawas in here. So they took the Jawas out of this area in the cantina outside of BB-8, because even though BB-8 is a 10-minute wait right now, it is expected that Rey is going to start meeting with BB-8. And as a result, they need this extra queue space. The autographs in Launch Bay have just been relocated right next to this giant retro Vader. Billy D. Williams, a mere $600. David Prowse, $185. Literally like $10 or $15 just 10 years ago. I literally can't see because my glasses are so fogged up from the AC in there and it being so hot out here. They have this Voyage of the Little Mermaid. I have never been in this. Never once. Not even with Jess. So we'll go check this out. Oh, this is the queue area. It's Long John Silver's actual peg leg. Antique nautical paint by number. That's funny. regular theater in here.
Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's better. Take it from me. While we devoting full time to floating under the sea.
Since and wanted more. You want the bumps? I want 20.
I'll make a potion that will turn you into a human for 3 days. If he kisses you before sunset on the 3rd day, you'll remain human.
If I become human, I'll never be with my father or sisters again.
That's right.
Well, that was fun. It was way fast though, 15-minute show. Good show. Not on par with like the Nemo show or Lion King and stuff at Animal Kingdom, but it's a fun show. Outside the Great Movie Ride, they have final shirts. That's a wrap. And Tervis. While we're in search of more air conditioning, we're going to go into Hyperion Theater and check out the Frozen Ever After show. I do love this show, but one thing that this theater reminds me of is that this used to be where American Idol was hosted. And the American Idol audition buses are going to be down at Disney Springs shortly. So the tie back in with Disney is on. They just won't be doing anything in this theater. At least yet. That show is still one of my favorites on property. It's hard not to smile with kids around you when you're singing along. The characters are hightailing it out of here. Usually they used to wait back here. Now they're just like streaming right out.
How do you grow your horse?
Here comes Ray. So on Saturday at noon, the line is 1 hour. Seems to be about the average for the day. We're skipping this today. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll get our last licks in. Star Tours 50 minutes, 5-0. No. Oh boy. Anyway, from the front of Star Tours, you can see more construction going on back there. Got some Star Wars stuff happening. Can't really see what's happening, but it's happening. They're playing Star Trek music over here in a park that pretty much is dominated by Star Wars now. I love it. All right, Disney's Construction Land Studios. We're out of here for now. Disney's Hollywood Construction Studios. We're back. So more than 24 hours after we left here yesterday, we're back today. We got Jess, we got Mary. Looks like a taxi. It is the official last day of the Great Movie Ride. That's why we came here. We have a fast pass. The time starts at 8:20 and goes to 9:20. The park closed at 9:30, so we should be able to get on reasonably close to the hashtag last ride of the day. This is the first time I've been back to Hollywood Studios on back-to-back days since Star Wars weekends, like 3 years ago. Jesse's so happy to be here. And it's super crowded today because everybody wants to be here for the last day. There's a gigantic line here for this photo op. We saw it online. It's actually really cool. I'd love to do it. I'm just not waiting this long on the line to take a picture. You get to hold this plaque that says Great Movie Ride. Basically like last day. That's a wrap. Stormtroopers guarding the area outside the Great Movie Ride. More stormtroopers keeping it safe. So at 10 to 7 on closing night, this is the crowd at the Great Movie Ride. This is standby. 115 minutes now.
You went. Do it again. This is the last chance you get.
I'm not sure what everybody's doing over here. Lots of cheering happening. None of this stuff, like the footprints again, Kermit the Frog's footprints, Jim Henson, they're not going anywhere. Neither is the facade of this building. It will be reused again. The queue is so long here. There's so many people. It's like a general admission rock concert.
Open space back here. If you're going standby, come toward the goofy redhead with the megaphone, redhead amplifier, waving his arms next to the sign that says standby.
The stormtroopers are shutting down the great movie ride.
Affirmative. Calm down.
You're taking everything that we love away from us.
That is affirmative.
That is affirmative.
The sun is going down over there. We're heading to check in at the Hollywood Tower of Terror. This is the most amount of people I've seen at Hollywood Studios in years. Standby, 50 minutes. Fast pass. Hopefully walk right in. We're going through the mist and fog. I'd like to check in. Doesn't look like anybody's been at this desk for a while. No Guardians of the Galaxy in here. There's an envelope for Rod Serling in there. General Electric. I love that ride. Why are you so angry? So in one of the gift shops, they sell this Ultimate Lightning McQueen by Spiro. Those are the guys that made the BB-8 that we use. But they have him on display here. He actually reacts to touch when you use the app. He can race, remote control. His eyes move. This is some high-tech stuff. It's crazy. 300 bucks. I can't see kids getting a $300 remote control car that they'll probably destroy, but very cool for high-end collectors. What? I love this. The alien is my favorite from Toy Story. 25 bucks. 20 after 8. The line continues. 20 to 9 now. The crowd is considerably picked up.
Oh, aliens. I see aliens. Lots of aliens.
A lot of these people are just standing around waiting to the last call to get on the ride tonight. Usually you can get on at 9:30 because the park's closing at 9:30, but I don't think they're going to carry a 2-hour line to make everybody stay that late. And look at all of these people. This is the Fast Pass queue. We have Fast Passes for Great Movie Ride now. They're doing the Disney projection show.
It's so low.
We're coming in. It's the Ark of the Covenant. It belongs in a museum. Goodbye, Ark of the Covenant. You are my favorite part of this ride, outside of The Wizard of Oz. The queue is completely packed. The projection show has stopped.
We're live.
What is going on? We're going in. We're going in the first car. And if you guys know anything about this ride, you know what the first car means.
I'd like to ask everyone to please remain seated throughout the show. And to please keep your arms, hands, feet, and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Ready when you are, CB. And we are rolling.
This scene is from one of my favorites, the 1933 Busby Berkeley Spectacular Footlight Parade. Here's one of the quintessential Disney musicals, Mary Poppins, starring Julie Andrews and Dick Van Dyke.
This doesn't look like a very good neighborhood.
Here's the birthplace of the gangster film, the seedy underbelly of Chicago, from The Public Enemy, starring James Gang.
Like a dirty, no good yellow belly stool. I want to get to that funny promotion right in the head. The first time I see it.
He's got a point. I hate it when people talk during the movies.
Shut up a flare or something.
John Wayne and Clint Eastwood are two of the iconic stars who epitomize this ideal of the stoic gunslinger.
Someone's robbing the bank. Not on my watch, Pilgrim. Sit tight, folks. I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated. Your guide will return momentarily. Remain seated, please.
Oh yeah! Time for the last round! Reach for the sky! Right here! You're under arrest!
I think it's time for a visit to a concession stand. Bye.
Wait for this! What are you doing? Somebody's sticking money into the new snail price!
You're in my gang now, so hold on to your horses. Time to saddle up and ride. Yeah! Giddy up! Make it back in the hideout, snake! Adios, tin horn! I'm riding off into the sunset!
In 1979, director Ridley Scott and Sigourney Weaver made audiences believe that in space, no one can hear you scream. This is Alien.
Scream! I like the sound of that! Proceed with caution. It's me up again! I wish my old partner Snake was here. Damn, burn it! I said snake, not snakes. Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? I reckon it's time to state my claim. Ain't nothing more than another ghost town. Takes a lot more than this to spook me. And don't none of you hombres moving on pigs and anchors unless you want a belly full of lead.
I've seen enough movies to know that you really shouldn't even think about trying to steal that jewel.
Don't unbeliever. Disturb the treasure of the gods, and you shall all pay with your lives.
Not bad for my last movie ride, huh? The jungle has always been a perfect setting for great adventure movies. Think of the opening of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where archaeologist Indiana Jones braves the thick to steal the golden idol. Or the spooky jungle where Arnold Schwarzenegger battles the Predator. Tarzan paved the way with his iconic big call, so Arnold could eventually yell, "Get to the chopper."
Those are not going to be noble. It doesn't take much to see that the problems of three little people don't amount to a hill of beans in this crazy world.
The Wizard of Oz.
So they'll have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore. do we go?
Follow the yellow brick road.
Follow the yellow brick road. Now, why didn't I think of that? Disney's Hollywood Studios and Turner Classic Movies, I'd like to thank you for joining us on the Great Movie Ride. When I yell action, don't forget the thunderous applause for yours truly and action! On behalf of all of us, we'll see you.
We've come out to fireworks. Oh, let's say goodbye. Yikes. This is a mess. We're back home from Hollywood Studios. That was a really cool night. We got to see so many friends that we haven't seen in a while. Friends that I've made throughout the years at Star Wars weekends, Cheap Seat Nation friends, friends that we've made through Horror Nights, friends that we've made through theme parks. I mean, it was a really cool night. I know we've said in the past that I probably wouldn't miss Great Movie Ride all that much, but I have to be honest. I think that it's really one of those things that you never know what you had until it's gone type of thing. And I think, Mary, Jess, and myself had talked about the ride before we went in it tonight, and it was one of those things that when it was here and it was a choice, especially during Star Wars weekends, we spent so much time at Hollywood Studios. It was one of those places for like exile from the heat to be able to get some air conditioning, etc. And there were some really awesome scenes in that ride that will never be there again. I think it's a little bit different with this ride than like a Twister or the Disaster Ride or even the Universe of Energy. The park was basically built around the concept of that ride, and the ride's not going to be there anymore. And that's kind of really sad. It's kind of like taking out, the guts of Cinderella Castle, or Space Mountain, and taking it and kind of putting it to the side for something else. So, it was a really interesting, cool experience to be able to go through it so close to the very end. And I know the cast members get to go through last, but the cast members that we had on the ride tonight were amazing. Just really put. You're talking about A game, A+++. It was truly something special. I'm glad that I was able to experience it. I'm glad we were able to experience it together as a family, and to be able to be out with so many friends at the park to share it too. So just really, really cool stuff. So anyway, I'm glad that we were able to share it with you. So thank you for coming along for the ride for the last 2 days to Hollywood Studios, and I'm going to say goodnight for now. So thank you for your likes, thank you for your comments, thank you for your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.